Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. Now, I don't know if there's a right way to start this episode or not, but let's rip the Band-Aid off and talk about yet another Stanley Cup Finals loss. 4 series. Every series we competed in from round number 1 up until the end of the postseason. The Stanley Cup Finals. Every series went to 7. It was a long postseason. 28 grueling games. A lot of them we shouldn't have won. Some of them we should have won, and we didn't. We forced 7 in the Stanley Cup Finals. We got to that point where we're like, okay, the comeback is real, and we drop it. Now, maybe a little bit of that is on me, because we decided to go with Spencer Knight in the finals, and DeAndre Moore was in net for the final game, but there's no excuse. There really isn't. A 4-2 game, we should be, even if they score 4 goals on us, we should still be able to amount more than 2. Let's talk about the stats. Let's talk about what happened in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Let's give a round of applause to our top 3 guys here. Toby Kahn, Anthony Francis, and Cale Newman. 2 of these 3 guys, their contracts are up. Toby Kahn and Cale Newman. Fair warning, this offseason is going to change this team. This team is going to get worse. A lot of guys are getting older. We don't have as much cap space. It's kind of coming down to one factor, which we will talk about. But I want to give a crown to Toby Kahn. He was phenomenal all playoffs long. Passing the puck, scoring a few goals here and there. He was phenomenal. 2 game winners. I love this kid, and if I can bring him back on, that is probably my biggest priority. Anthony Francis was great. 17 goals. 3 game winners out of the last few postseasons he had. This is definitely among the top. Cale Newman. Remember a few years ago when we got reverse swept in the finals against Boston? Well, he was having yet another great Stanley Cup Finals. And 2 out of our last 2 Stanley Cup Finals we've been to, we've dropped both of them in pretty terrible fashion. I'm not sure where to go from here with Minnesota. You can debate rebuild. We're going to get into that, but let's finish the stats out, and then we'll really get into the nitty-gritty. Harrison Hadar was really good. There were a lot of minus players on this squad, but we were within a game of winning the Stanley Cup again. Pietrangelo was relatively quiet. 18 points from him. Not the worst, but I expect him to always be good. Especially in the postseason, back a few years ago when he won 3 straight. Right? I know it's hard to repeat that success, but I need him to be at his best always, and he wasn't. Sergei Gogolev, 14 points in 18 games. He missed a lot of games, 10 games to be exact. Came back, was really damn good for us. Don Kreider, 11 points in 27 games. Really breaking out of his shell here. You know, not the best 2 regular seasons. Comes out this year as basically a half point per game guy. Comes into the postseason. I like what he brought to the table. Albert Schauser, 10 points. I like him going forward on the squad. Skuin was a terrible defensive forward. Not the best, but a lot of guys you see here weren't the best. We struggled a lot during the postseason. We lost a lot of games. Nathaniel Ling, 7 points. He was pretty good all season long. Bringing him as that third-line centerman for the season, he wasn't too shabby. Sergei Baron, Zimmerman, these depth guys weren't the best. A lot of guys were minus, and there might be a coaching change next season. We'll get into that quite soon. Defensemen, and Bissonnette was great. -5 though, so debatable. He was going up against some strong competition. Brant Clark, 18 points, +7. He's our cornerstone after Quinn Hughes retires. Harry Parrish, 13 points, -1, not too shabby. Grossman really stepped it up after the first few rounds, 9 points, +3, 4 penalty minutes. Phenomenal. And we'll talk about Enlund first. He was pretty solid. For what he had to work with, he was really good. And the final talking point, really, Quinn Hughes. 36 years of age, and here is something... our offseason is riding on this. Our team might slip out of being a legit contender if Quinn Hughes does not retire this year, and we really need him to go. And that's such a shame. You know, $12 million is in between us getting both Cale Newman and Toby Kahn back. That's a fact. So he's been great his entire career. He had his career worst season, but he was damn good his entire career for us. 1,410 points. One of the best defensemen of all time, if not the best. 8 Norris trophies. He was phenomenal. I'm not taking anything away from his career, but I think as the captain, he knows it's probably time to skedaddle. And I don't want to trade him because I kind of made a promise to not trade him, but our offseason is really riding on him going. Let's talk about goaltending. And goaltending was a big controversy the entire postseason. DeAndre Moore was in for the first 2 games of the first round. Was not the best. We go with Spencer Knight for a long time until he started faltering in the Western Conference Finals. Then we went straight with DeAndre Moore. He was really good up until the finals. Went with Spencer Knight. Game 7, DeAndre dropped it. But goaltending is weird. If we can keep Spencer Knight on, then we'll do that. But let's talk about the awards. Are the awards good to talk about? I'm pretty sure they are. No, they're not. Let's sim a few days and get to that. This is going to be a long off season. We're all kind of riding on one thing to happen, and that's Quinn Hughes going. It's gonna be rough, but it's whatever. It makes it more interesting. It makes it more of a challenge. Congrats, New Jersey. You beat us fair and square. Our 13th straight President's Trophy. And we're probably going to follow the President's Trophy race pretty soon. Clarence S. Campbell, Minnesota, and the Prince of Wales Trophy, New Jersey, obviously. Individual awards, Matthew Savoie gets back on the board with an Art Ross. Hart Memorial, he takes it as well. James Norris goes to... Brandt Clark wins the James Norris! I did have him up there as a contender, I thought, just because the amount of points all the other guys had, Rasmus Dahlin, Ty Smith. I thought Brandt Clark would fall out of it, but he wins his 2nd career Norris. That's what I like to see. Lady Byng goes to Jack Hughes. Calder goes to Robichaud. Conn Smythe goes to Joel Everberg. He just ripped us apart in the finals. Vezina goes to Weeman. Congrats, Weeman. William M. Jennings goes to Briere. Bill Masterton, Maloney. Jack Adams, nope. Frank J. Selke goes to Matthew Savoie. Ted Lindsay also goes to Matthew Savoie, and the Maurice Richard goes to Joel Everberg, your Stanley Cup champion. I guess we just simulate towards the draft. We have 2 first-round draft picks this year, our own and Boston, that I believe, let me check the draft board real quick. I believe they fall somewhere around at 20th and 30th, right? So there's a few decent prospects around. There's no for sure prospects, but we have to do a better job drafting some forwards here pretty soon because our prospects are looking a little lackluster. So Montreal moves up from 3rd to 1st. They'll be getting a decent player. Everybody in the top 5 this year is getting somebody good. Vancouver stays at 2nd. Washington from 5th to 3rd. Poor Ottawa moves from 1st to 4th. Okay. Draft class. I'll show you the 2 guys I'm really talking about here. Top 5's looking great. We're probably not going to be able to move up there. But then we got this defenseman that if we have the ability to take him, I'll do it. You got this forward, a left winger I'd love to bring on, Theo Fleury. He's playing in B competition. Might be a solid player for us. You never know. we're just kind of swinging, taking some punches this year. There might be a retool pretty soon because Anthony Francis and Pietrangelo aren't getting any younger. And that is a fact. So, let's go ahead and keep simming towards the draft. So, this is a pinnacle point. Pinnacle point? Is that a word? I'm not too sure. My anglais is terrible. This is so important. This changes the outlook of the offseason if either Quinn Hughes retires, and it makes the offseason a lot easier for us. We'll be able to retain a bunch of players, or he stays on. Maybe we buy him out. I'm not too sure, but come on. Quinn Hughes, is he calling it a career? Quinn Hughes does call it a career first. Let's talk about him. I don't even care about Austin Matthews. Quinn Hughes. No, hold on, I'm going to Google. You're going to stay right here and enjoy Quinn Hughes, looking at his numbers, okay? I'm going to Google the most points by a defenseman all time. Most points, not in a season. All time. Come on. It is Raymond Bourque with 1,579. So Quinn Hughes would be third all time, 100 points shy of Paul Coffey. And the era those defensemen were playing, and you can definitely debate Quinn Hughes as one of the best all time. Easily. So he finishes with the most assists by a defenseman by a wide margin, by over 100, or less than 100, but wow, what a career for Quinn Hughes. Probably the most Norrises of all time. You can debate he's probably a better player than Matthews in his career, even though you can't really compare defensemen and forwards. Austin Matthews, 700 plus goals, definitely a career and a half. He left Toronto for Philly for 1 year, man. Ooh, what a traitor. But Quinn Hughes, man, he's the captain, and now we have to debate, who's the captain of this squad? I've gotten a lot of recommendations. Maybe we go a year or two or with just assistant captains. There's definitely a lot of options on this squad. Maybe we just wait a little bit. Quinn Hughes took over as captain of the Minnesota Wild when Kirill Kaprizov retired to go to the KHL, but Quinn Hughes, with arguably one of the best stretches as a defenseman in NHL history. You go from 2022 all the way up to, I would say, his last season in 2035. One of the best all time. 6 Stanley Cups, deserved each and every single one of them. 1,200 assists. Do you know how many assists that is? 1,200. But my God, what a career for him. And it sucks that he's gone, but it helps us out a whole lot going in to the offseason. It makes things a lot more simple. We'll be able to retain Cale Newman and Toby Kahn easily. Ilya Samsonov is the best goaltender to retire, almost 500 wins, less than 1,000 games. Caden Primo, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, Jake Ottinger, a lot of guys calling it quits this year. Did we lose anybody except or other than Quinn Hughes this year? Anybody call it quits. Quinn Hughes is the only guy. Yep, and with one final goodbye, I wish you the best of retirements. Quinn Hughes, see you in another lifetime. So, retirements are over. Give me a sec. I just want to make sure. Come on, pause. God damn it. Please. Pause. Okay. So before we get to the draft, I just want to look at contracts real quick and give you a rough. Why am I so confused? Rough estimate of all the guys that we have to bring back. Look at the top 4 guys. Those are musts. We must bring them back. So Toby Kahn, Wants $13 million for 2 years. I don't know if they've factored Quinn Hughes' contract into this yet. Because we had $20 million before he retired. And Cale Newman wants... How much money does Cale want? He probably wants 13 plus. Yeah, 13 plus. That's a lot of money. But let's just go into the draft, see if we can get any top-tier prospects, and go from there. But we're probably not going to be able to move into the top 5. Yep, looks like they are set to make their picks. So our pick is at number 26 and 30. Any guys around there that are looking decent? So 26 and not really. I'm really liking this Garrison guy. 18 out of the US of A, 3-year ETA. Especially with Quinn Hughes retiring, I'd like Matthews and the defenseman, 2 really awesome guys that we can bring on to our prospect pool that would really help us out going into the future. Then there's 2 guys in the 2nd round. You got this Hutchinson guy. Yeah, I want to move up to, if we can get the 16th overall pick, to be able to pick that defenseman to help us out here. So let's talk about the prospect pool real quick. Our rookie skaters, our best rookie is from the CHL and Fred Ganon. I'm not sure he's going to be a legit defenseman just because of how quickly or slowly he's progressing and his age. Kavan's going to be good. Lindholm's probably going to be decent. Tikhonov as well. We got a lot of prospects, but we just got to keep adding. So if they want, you can have the 30th overall pick from Minnesota, from ours, and then you can have, is there a goalie we can throw their way if they want one? Does Greiba has 2 years. If we're thinking here, DeAndre Moore's our starter. Well, okay, any guys you want? Rookie skaters? They don't want any of them, really? Damn, okay, so we're trading, Montreal? We can afford to give that goaltender, right? We have our starting guy, or we can give them like a McLaren. Would you do that trade? Arizona, trade rejected. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna get this done. Oh, it is Arizona. I thought it was Montreal. Never mind, I lied. So you can take a 3rd next year if you want it. Trade accepted. Thank you, Arizona, for doing the deal. Let's sim up to the 16th overall pick. Okay, who has been taken? Foster, 83 overall centerman to the Montreal Canadiens. That's exactly what they need. Okay, Vancouver. Yep, some decent talent here. Merida was good. Sylvester, Frigon, Knubel. Yeah, some top tier guys here. Kind of falls off, but then you got a Barlow, Menard. Oh, they took Garrison. Damn it. Oh, Florida. Damn it. Okay. So just... Oh, he's got a 1-year ETA. A lefty. Do we go with this Pushkarev guy? Ooh, okay. Yeah, I'm fine going with this Andrew Dillon, because I feel like he's going to be better than this Matthews guy. This Matthews guy's looking really good. I'm going to go with Dillon, but I want to move up for that Pushkarev guy, because he might be a decent little prospect for us. So, Dillon, welcome to the squad. 74 overall sniper. He is going to fit in quite nicely on the squad eventually. So that guy's going... When's this next guy? Pushkarev's going around... When he's going? He's going around 21st. So we want to... 19th. We want to get... I swear to God, if they take this kid. Okay, we are willing to trade you our first. And then we got prospects galore. If you want any guys, go right ahead. If you want, I don't know, you want this Cronwall kid, you go right ahead. Nashville. I'm waiting to see Oh my God, do you see that guy right there? Oh my God, 95 overall. 21 years of age, he's gonna be a beast. He already is. Nashville, put it together there. Jeez Louise. So we'll take this, yeah, I'll take this Nedstrom guy. Or Hedstrom. Trade accepted. Thank you for the 19th overall pick. So let's him up a few. 2, don't take my guy. Sim to user pick. Wotherspoon wasn't bad, and then Derrickson wasn't too shabby either. So the 19th overall pick, I'm really feeling this Pushkarev guy. It says he has a 1-year ETA. He could, no, it says he's similar to Trevor Linden. Or we go with this Matthews guy. But I'm really feeling we should pick up a centerman. You know, I'm going to go with it. He was really good in the adult competition. Is that what you, wait, so an adult league. Yeah, I'm right. Oh my God, Timofey Pushkarev, welcome to the squad. What are you? Come on, come on. 65 overall, not bad. We get a centerman for the AHL. I'm okay with that. We moved up for a good guy. So who else is on our radar this draft? Who else is on our radar? I'm not too big into the Matthews guy, but then we got this goaltender at 56 that I'd like to pick up. And everybody else, we just kind of swing and miss for the rest of the for the rest of the draft that I'm okay with. 46, another centerman. 46. When's our next pick? When is our... I'm willing to trade Gryba for one of those guys right there. So draft picks. Oh yeah, we don't even have a second. Okay. Let's go to the second round. Anybody around Detroit? What? That would be pick number 41. That would put us in the range for one of those guys, so I'm okay with that. You want, what do you want, Detroit? You want a goaltender? You want Gryba? We'll give you Gryba. I'm fine with giving you Gryba. I really don't see him on my team long term. Goaltending, you have an 85 overall, but you could use a backup. And he's cheap. I'm willing to do that, Detroit. I mean, I'd like to take a pick from you here real quick. I'd like to take the 4th from you if you would be willing to do that. Trade accepted. Thank you for the picks. Gryba, I know he's 83 overall, but with the guys that we're bringing in, we should be A-okay. So let's go to the first round, see what we missed. What did we miss? So, Del Cole wasn't too shabby. Matthews was what I expected. Oh, goaltender wasn't bad. Jeez Louise, it's a pretty solid goaltender. Kind of drops off after that. So we have a second round pick coming up real soon. We missed a low elite, but I'm not too worried about that. Okay. So, do we go with the centerman? So who is that? That next guy is at 56. He's A+ competition only if I'm not. We can always pick a goaltender later in the draft. I'm really feeling a centerman. I want to bring another center prospect onto the squad. Corbin Bruin. What a name. Similar to Joe Thornton. 4-year TA. I'm assuming he's like 60 overall, 58, around that range. But another centerman prospect. I'm willing to bring him on. Welcome to the club. 61 overall at 18 years of age. That's a nice prospect and a better name. So our next pick is at 92. Let me look around there, and maybe I'll be willing to trade up for that goaltender. But with the goaltenders that we have, is there a reason? So 92nd. Anybody around 92? 92. We got a goaltender there. 92. Not looking like it. There's a goaltender here and there. We might as well move up for Burke. Maybe we just package all the rest of our picks for this goaltender, even though we have a crap ton of goaltenders as it is. I'm kind of feeling him. He's from A+ competition. He might be solid. I'm feeling he's like 50 overall. or somewhere around there, since he does have the 5-year ETA. 51st would put us in range for that player. Let's just package up 3rd. You can take those. Would you be willing to do that trade? Trade rejected. Okay. Okay. Do you want any goaltenders? You want this Klime guy. You want him? You want him? Come on, Colorado. Trade rejected. Okay, you're gonna be like that, Colorado. I see how it is. I see how it is. Huh. Okay. Rookie skaters. Let's go to rookie skaters again. You want this Drouin Delorier guy. Wow. Okay, you really don't want to make a trade with us. I understand. You want this. I mean, this Webb probably isn't going to fit onto the squad anyways. You want him? But we'll take back the 3rd. Trade accepted. Sick. We retain the 92nd overall pick. Let's sim up to the 51st overall pick. What have we missed so far? Funk, what a name. Okay, a few really sick picks here and there. A lot of top 9s though. So let's see if we can hit on a goaltender. But everybody else I'm not really feeling, so let's go ahead and select Frederick Hutchinson from A+ competition in La Liga. 48 overall, but he's 17. Not a bad goaltender prospect. He's at least trade value, right? He's more than everything that we just gave up. So let's sim up. 92nd overall pick. I'm done micromanaging for this draft. Let's just keep moving forward, see if we can hit on anything blindly, because I am A-okay with that. So, Milroy, nope. Lindholm, no. Okay. A lot of low elites this draft, like more than I had thought there would be. But hey, low elites can either be great or they can turn out to be nothing and just cannon fodder, but it's whatever. So, 30th overall pick in, what is this, round number 3? Yeah. Do we go with this defenseman? A+ competition. We could go with this other defenseman. Maybe we shoot at a defenseman right now? Or a goaltender in this Volchenko guy. He's probably pretty similar to... I'm feeling this Ludwig Jacobs guy. Let's go with a goaltender. Let's go with Volchenko. I have a feeling. Uh-oh. Hey, 53 overall, better than the pick that we just made. So, that's a pretty good pick. So, let's sim up to our next pick at 103 and see what we miss. So, fourth, and Castles. What is Castles? Oh, he has only 1 year ETA, or 1 year left on the contract. Why? That doesn't help me in the slightest. Now that we have money, we can afford to go and do stuff this offseason, which makes things a whole lot easier for us. So, Salonen, nope, nothing. Oh, we got a defenseman, Hamill. Okay. Yep, few decent prospects. Not really upset we missed on any of them, though. So, what are we going with? Do we go with Khan? Corbin Khan? Nah, probably nothing like his brother, Toby Khan. Okay. Is Toby Khan Canadian? No, he might be American. Whatever. I don't care. Defenseman, do we go with this? There isn't really anybody I'm feeling for the rest of the draft. But Winnick. Winnick might be a solid guy to bring on. 20 years of age. He's probably 60 plus overall. E-competition, 20. Both of these guys are 20 years of age. I'm assuming Markstrom's going to be the better one. 20. Let's bring him on. He was almost 60. It's whatever. 5th round pick. See what we missed in the 4th round. Not too sure we missed anything crazy good. Kind of just picking blindly now. Nope. 5th round. Missed anything so far? Nope. It's whatever. It's whatever. It is whatever. Okay. Okay. That's good. That's fine. Do we go... Boyce, centerman. I have a feeling he's not going to be the best in the world. Anybody else on our radar? Nobody? Cool. You know what? Centerman's right there. Let's just go ahead and... No, wait. Oh, my God. Yeah, let's go Boyce. Let's see if he's any good. I mean, he's a medium top 9 at 20 years of age. Not the best pick, but that's a trade asset that we could use. Think about it that way. Oh, 7th round. We don't have a 6th round pick. It's whatever, though. Did we miss anything important? No, we did not. No, we didn't. Nope. The picks that we made this draft have been pretty good. Like, we've had a really good draft. Ooh, goaltender. That's what I was going to go after Peltier. Damn it. We're picking a goalie this round, then. I should have trusted my gut. Picking a goalie. I don't care what you say, even though all the other goalies have been meh. Let's go with a goalie. I'm feeling a goalie. Let's go with a goalie. So, Latinen. Let's go with Latinen. Come on. Backup. Well, New Jersey, what did you select with the last overall pick? Nothing, because you're garbage. Strokes? Bleh. So, the majority of the picks we made this draft are really going to help us out. Dylan, Pushkarev, Bruin, Hutchinson, Volchenko. They're all really good picks. Just helps out a prospect system going into a tough off-season. So, since Quinn Hughes retired, makes everything a little bit easier for us. We do have to re-sign our head coach, but we will talk about that here in a moment. And yes, we're only 31 minutes into the episode, but we're going to do the re-sign phase right now. Get through the off-season right this instant. So, $33 million really helps us out. So, we got the big UFA in Cale Newman. Yet again, he wants another hefty freaking contract. Oh my God, why can't you just take a discount? Okay, Toby Kahn, 15. Do we go like a... Okay, let me bring out the calculator. We're bringing it out. Okay, so the good news is if we sign him to like 15 and then Cale Newman to 13, we still have enough money to deal with the other guys. Which makes... I know. We brought Toby Kahn on knowing that we wouldn't have as much cap this year. See, look how much... See how crazy the offseason would be if Quinn Hughes was still on the cap, right? So 14 point... No, that brings him up. So let's go 2 years. 2 years, because he'd still be an RFA at the end of that deal, which would help us out a lot when it comes to negotiating. And some guys might be off the books by the time that contract is up. 12.3. 12.3. Please accept this deal. It'd make everything a whole lot easier if you just took this deal, ran with it, make it easy for me. 12.4 for 2 years. Simaday, he's the most important guy here. What is he taking? Toby Kahn is going to reject that offer. Thank you, Toby. Really appreciate it. So we're going to go talk to Cale Newman now. So Cale, 4 years? I'm willing to do 4 years, but you're taking money off this deal. If you want to continue to compete with this team, you're going to have to take a cut. I know these guys don't have to take a cut. We've lost Langleader in the past because of it. So you're taking 11.6 for 4 years. Come on. Damn it, both of them. Why is it always the top guys? Okay. So, let's deal with the oh my God, my anglais. These other players real quick before I lose my mind. So, Nedstrom, whatever. Release a few of these guys. Lindholm, welcome to the squad. You're going to be nice in the AHL. A bunch of these guys aren't probably going to come back, but we'll offer them contracts. If they don't want to come back, they don't come back. Verdino, don't care. Spezza, don't want to come back. I'm not going to bring you back. I'm not going to force you to be a champion in the AHL. Schultz, whatever. Muller, release. Kolzov. We're going to offer you a contract because why the hell not? Bobby McFumbles, do you want NHL money? If you do, I'm going to throw you into the sun. You don't, thank God. Alberts, nope, I don't want you. A bunch of guys this year, my God. So Lundin, we're going to let you go as well. Lee Lamb, please tell me you want a two-way. He does not. We're going to release him because we can find a guy exactly like him. Biron wants $2 million, and I'm not going to give it to him. Ling doesn't want to come back, and we're going to have to release him. So, that's fun. Let's talk about the RFAs here real quick. Give them contracts. Brent Perez will probably make the NHL this year. He does want NHL money, but it's only... I'll give him that. Enland, please tell me you don't want much. He wants $5 million. Enland, you tool. You absolute tool. Just because you played with Quinn Hughes for like 2 years does not mean you're worth that kind of money. Tell me where you think you're worth that kind of money. Tell me where you think you're worth that kind of money. No, legit. Lay it on me. Tell me where. 13 points, you have 27 career NHL points, and you were a -5 last year. Where in your right mind do you believe that you are worth $5+ million? Why is that in the coding, EA? We're going to qualify him, but I'll trade him away if I have to. No, wait. Oh, damn it. That was Skewin. God damn it. Enland. We're going to qualify him. Qualify RFA. But what did Skewin want? Skewin wanted 3. We'll probably be able to give that to him. Don Kreider wants 4. So let me do a little bit of math. So oh god, this just makes everything so difficult. Okay, so Don Kreider wanted 4.4 plus 3.5, I'll say. So that's already 7. Toby Kahn wants, how much did Toby Kahn want? He wanted 15. I'll give him a basis of 15.3 equals, that's 18 already. That's 18 already. And then Cale Newman wanted, how much did you want, Cale? Plus 13 equals $31 million. So that leaves us $2 million. Well... Okay, let's talk about goaltending here real quick. We can fit these guys into the uh-oh. Oh my. Okay, my screen was glitching out. Please don't break on me now, game. I would be very upset if you did that to me. Please don't do that to me right now. So... with that math in my brain, we can figure this out. Spencer Knight, tell me you don't want a lot of money. He doesn't, so we're going to give him... oh, we're going to wait until everybody else is signed. Sounds good? Sounds good. Benin, we'll offer you a contract. Good for me. Solis, we'll also give a contract to... and then we'll give one to Zena Carano because we want to make sure we bring on our elite prospects here. Everybody else can jump off the ship. Okay, so that's 1. Oh, let me count from the top, actually, make sure. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can sign Spencer Knight, but I'm going to wait on him here real quick. Okay, so now we know that we have the ability to give a contract to Don Kreider and Skewin. So Skewin, 3 years. It'll make things easier if these guys take the .85 trick and make things a whole lot easier. So we can get him under 2 or under 3. So just under 3. That's a good third liner. Don Kreider will give a contract to as well. 4.4 for 2 years. He's getting closer to that kind of contract, but I'll take 3.7. I'll take that 3.77. Okay, so go one day, see who comes back. Don Kreider and Skewin, make it easy for me, please. Make my job easy. I'm just gonna go through these guys real quick because it's too much reading. So Don Kreider and Skewin, what the hell? None of them want to take okay, this makes things a whole lot harder. Toby Kahn, what did you want? For 7 years, $15 million. Well, okay, so you want 7 years? 15.3, but you're taking a little bit of a cut on this contract. You're not the best player on this squad. I'll give you 14. I'll give you 14.2. 14.2, and then we'll go over to Cale Newman. And Cale Newman, you want 4 years at 13. You think you're worth that. You're not. We'll give you 13 on the dot. Sign these contracts, boys. Toby. Cale Newman, sign the contract. Cale Newman, I get it. These guys are 100% worth their contracts. I'm also going to qualify him just to make sure we don't lose him. Toby Kahn, 7 years. If you want the full contract, you're taking 8 years. And we'll go up. How much money do we have left? 20. Oh man, that makes things way harder. Damn it. Ooh, man. Don Kreider. Okay. So we're going to... Okay, let's just... We got to bring him back on. 1 year. 7 years. Toby Kahn. Sign that contract. Now we have $6 million to work with. Don Kreider is worth 4.4. That does not leave us any money in the slightest. Now let's go over to our unsigned skaters. I know this is an episode and a half. We're getting stuff done. We're going to sign a bunch of these guys for the AHL. Make sure they can come on. We only have 33 contracts. So bring them on. Let's fill up the AHL. Let's get the AHL young. Have a bunch of prospects. We'll even bring on Pushkarev so we can get some time. Bruin, where was he playing in the... we'll leave him in America for a year. All these other guys can wait. So we're going to have to go to free agency with these guys pending. Okay, I'm going to have... Okay, well, we'll have to... Let's see. No, they both don't want to take those contracts. So we're going to have to wait. We're going to have to wait those contracts, but our big guys did come back, not leaving us with a whole lot of room. But let's go to coaching staff here real quick. See if anybody... Wellwood. I love Wellwood. He's been a great coach for us. He has 963 wins. Like, he's phenomenal. He gets the best out of almost everybody on the squad. For this very moment in time, I'm going to give him a contract, but if we need to fire him at the start of the season, we will. But for this second, we're not going to debate it. We're going to make sure we bring him on so no other team decides to offer him an unreal deal in free agency. So that works for me. I have to get a goalie coach and an assistant coach. It doesn't matter. I'm fine with that. It might be time to revamp all that stuff, though. So we're going to simulate a day. Wellwood has signed that contract. Easy peasy. All these rookie skaters. Bring them on. Love that. Love to see that. Good for us. Let's go. I'm not worried about the scouts. We'll do that off camera. Let's see free agency. I might stop it here and then have to debate about a bunch of things in my head. Okay, so the top guy out here in free agency is Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Love him. One of the most buttery names in the NHL. Connor McDavid is still kicking at 39 years of age. I love to see that. He's over 2,000 points, right? 17 shy of 2,000. My God. You got Connor McMichael, who we did have at one point. He was in our franchise for like a year, 2 years. Right? If you go all the way back, he was with us for a year. I just find that funny. Wait. Oh, yeah. He was with us for a year, traded him to Pittsburgh. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Don Kreider's one of the top guys out there. Somebody might offer them. Like, if I can get one of them back, I'd rather get back Don Kreider. If we're being honest here. Maybe somebody will offer Skuin a contract. We can maybe get a first. I doubt that. Okay. Any guys down here that are looking interesting? Nah, well. A bunch of depth players, but I can pencil a bunch of guys into the lineup. Any goalies out here? Ooh. From Montreal, you got Sergei Lenivieux. Okay, decent goaltender there. $7 million. Phenomenal contract for a goalie like that. Actually, let's go to all rated goalies here. Cashman isn't bad. I actually really like Cashman. Seems to simulate pretty well. Ugh, those star ratings are not the greatest. Varlamov isn't bad. Takahashi, LaRose. I might even bring back Spencer Knight. That's a really good contract. I don't think any of the other guys are ready for NHL time, like Zykov or Benin. I don't think they're ready just yet. I don't think they're going to have that much of an offseason boost. But Spencer Knight is kind of looking like that guy. like an easy contract. Nobody's really offered him anything. 35. He was great in the cup, great in the Stanley Cup playoffs for us. That's probably a guy that we consider bringing back. But I'm going to leave it here. I have to debate a lot of things. Yes, we're not going to just do free agency next episode. We're going to do free agency and then start simulating the next season. So I want to thank you guys so much for 500 subscribers. You guys are the best fans in the world. I appreciate all the support. Road to 600, road to 1K. Get it going. You guys are the absolute best, and I believe I have an announcement on the way pretty soon. I'm not sure by the time, because I pre-recorded a bunch of stuff just so I could have a little break for myself. I'm not sure if that announcement will already be up, but if it's already up, go watch it to my channel. Appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think manage the sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.